Extra healing. Cycle Info. Leon. Celeste. Her. Luck. Despair. Fear. Luck. Despair. Hope. Okay, that was kind of intense. Yes. We are ready for victory. Down we go. Welcome back, chat. Trigger Happy Havoc for the final time. So, let's see how much we can do before I need to call upon my guides. Because I am ready for hope. Okay, enough of this intensity. Back to my cheerful, happy self. Deeper and deeper, 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 deeper still. Darker, yet darker. Okay, Carter Gaster. Deeper, 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 deeper. Deeper, deeper, deeper. Well, the lights will be out.
Yahoo! Thrills, chills, kills!
Wait, what? Yes, save the data. Wow. 14 out of 14. I'm confident. Personally. All rise.
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule. So listen up! If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win! But if you can't, then I win!
And we all die.
And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment!
Okay, that's
Are you
basically what I
saying
said.
that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
Are we gonna make sure
And
this guy
that's
loses?
final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it
No.
later?
I'm at war! Yes, with a bear!
Of course not! Bears never go back on their word!
No.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is the mastermind only one person? Don't bother. I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me!
Here?
I'm right, aren't I? I knew it!
Alright, we need to help our friend. Oh my god. I'm just scrolling down in my guide. Alright. I gotta take a sip of water. Oh my god. You feel that? sound.
You guys
hurt.
have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it.
Eh?
I have evidence of my own.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
No.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each...
Hit it, hit it, hit it.
No, that's wrong.
Get him, Naegi.
It's not just you three. I have evidence too.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine's different.
Exactly.
With the picture you have, I'm in it. But that can't be right. 'Cause in my picture,
You just want another.
see? I'm the only one not in it.
Hero, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
No, it's cannon fodder.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But
Yeah.
you're in my picture. You're
Yeah.
the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other. The
Yeah.
mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Good job, Naegi.
I laid a trap? A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
Alright, frick it. Forget using my own. I don't want to die. Oh, yeah, this is actually pretty obvious. Never mind.
I
This
got
one.
it! In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it.
Yep.
So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing.
Yeah.
And in the picture Hero got, he's the only one missing.
Yes! Correct. Correct the mundo.
And in the Hero got, he's the
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
Because they were behind the camera.
And when we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
You were there.
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
What is it? Oh, what's it gonna be?
Listen, can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay. Lucky's picture. Nina's picture. Hero's picture. And mine.
Can you just forget about the photo already? Ugh. Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed about that.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
Yeah.
So you think they're fake?
No.
No. I assure you, they're quite real.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that, so it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
What's up, me?
Don't get me wrong. I don't remember taking this picture either. But is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
Yeah. What's the other reason there, Naegi? Nope, going into a gambit. M. S. A.
Now I understand. Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Yes, it could.
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense. As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Yeah, we all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
Oh, my sweet donut lady. It's crazy. Yes, it's the absolute truth. Alright, Kyoko, you're gonna have to back me up with what I'm suspecting in my next argument.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember
No, you don't.
No, that's wrong.
Get him, Naegi.
Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
No, it's nothing like that. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
when you say all of us, you mean...
I mean all of us, including you.
Oh. The final battle, Ray. Between hope and despair.
You lie! I never did any kind of interview.
I don't lie, sweetie.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself.
Hey, we have a TV behind it. Put it on.
The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Yes.
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
I forget that you can be useful sometimes, Byakuya. Well then, in despair, I rise.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here!
Very easily here. I'll be back, Green. I have a whirling first.
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right? What were the interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd
said
say
yes.
no, obviously.
No.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
You did
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
No, I don't.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane. How can I believe that?
Because you didn't want to. You can just accept it.
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
Yeah.
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Yep.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Then we really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
Me more memory lost. Yeah.
This is all making my head hurt.
Yep.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Yes.
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
But how could someone just steal our memories?
How? Come, that hardly matters right now. If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains? Would you
Yes.
really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What
Okay.
matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
You mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does. But that part's still a secret.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
Yep.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything.
Yeah.
That much I'm sure of.
But when
Yeah.
you think about it, is the
It is
mastermind
torture.
really here in the school?
Yes,
Of
hero.
course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure?
God damn it, Hannah.
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is...
Take this.
No, that's wrong.
Hi, Bex. I'm at the end.
There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
Hello, hello, hello. Oh, really?
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
Yes.
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time. So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
What? Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
I'm sure I told you this already, but the killing game began with 16 students. Welcome, my good friend, to the end of all things.
It's me. I'm the mastermind.
Oh, but if it is, I'm gonna have to kill you. I'm the only people to take a single step in Her Peaks Academy since the game began. Are us. And one of their 16 students.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
But how'd they manage to survive all of this?
They didn't.
So we're the only ones here?
No, I could count on you to repeat what's just being said here.
It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
Yeah, I think we could have all figured that out.
Well, it's not me!
Didn't they make an anime based off this?
Yeah, I want to watch the anime after I finish the game, and then make a YouTube video comparing them.
I blame Makoto!
Should I watch the anime too?
Yeah. Why am I just immediately blamed?
What? Why me?
'Cause it's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Okay, but actually, she does for once have solid evidence. I did survive dying.
Oh, I get it. The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
You saw he
Aw,
saved me.
nuts! You got me!
Wait! What are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down.
Yeah.
There's no reason to panic.
Thank you, emotional support detective.
The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
No one
That's a
can
good
make it
point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Makoto.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing.
At your short.
We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
I like Tagami even though he's a freaking prick.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's
But
also actually
I
not
thought
that
we
bad.
figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
He's still a prick though, but we love him for that.
Yeah, he may be a prick, but also you can tell that he does somewhat care about at least Makoto. Considering the dialogue line from the beginning of the chapter, you're like a little stubborn cockroach, you. Since I came back to life from the dead.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different.
Let me guess, tell them, Naegi?
Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
There is this one too.
Yeah, this one's definitely way closer there. It's the other
I got
wounds, bitches.
All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
Have you ever heard of the concept of lies?
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they
Well,
can't
of course.
possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
Yeah.
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days?
Get tag teamed, bitches.
If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
Yep.
That doesn't make any sense. Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
Can't beat it.
Hmm?
Would you like to... Rated, would you like to know a totally legit and 100% real Danganronpa fact?
Sure.
Yeah, but I forgot to say his name. Byakuya wants to build a wall around the Togami Corporation and make the commoners pay for it.
Huh?
Okay,
How do you know that?
Fits.
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know.
You're wrong.
Good job, Kyoko.
She denied me before I could even say anything.
Well, we can't get angry at her for this one, chat. Because we all agree. Moving on. Okay, we can get...
I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know which one I'm gonna use.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she...
Take this!
No, that's wrong. No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much.
The file, Bex.
Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
He was alive.
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's
What do you mean by
kind of
buffering?
refreshing.
Hope the dialogues are here. You fielded, your stream's buffering. Please fix it. Not questions that I cannot answer. Isn't that right now? Perfectly working audio. Not questions that He agreed.
Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school.
Mukuro just going. Anyway.
In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence.
Yas, King.
The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Why does... I think that's a little bit accurate.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's
Yes.
exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
Bing bang boom theory.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night? Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant. If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
It was Kyoko's mother. Not mother, father. Oh wait.
Shoot!
Oh, I clicked the wrong one.
I
Ah,
got
this
it!
guy.
The one who attacked me was the true mastermind.
Yeah, that is what I think is going through his brain over time, just nothing.
When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me.
Yeah, but the fingernails...
But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
Mastermind.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in.
Yeah. Oh, hey,
Let's start off with a nice, easy question.
Dear God, what are you gonna make me do? Yep.
Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask.
The entire game, basically.
The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think.
The right hand, the right hand, the right hand. Here we go, chat. For hope and despair.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask.
Yeah,
I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba!
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand? Maybe the right foot? Or perhaps the left foot? Or could it be the hips?
Yeah. Anyways, I will be right back. I need to go get me some water. Down there, but water is against the wall, right? So, I'll be right back. No. Now my brother was trying to take over my job. I think they should be able to.
Like, barely.
Yeah, but they can always only hear you barely. Nothing new. It's go time! Yeah.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro.
No, that's wrong.
What's up?
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly.
Well, like, as I was saying, attackers got Mukuro
The fact that I already hit him, that I already mentioned ages ago. I have a spoon.
A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo.
Yeah.
But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me.
I don't know, I just do.
And there was no such tattoo.
What's that?
So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Oh.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that
Look at that.
still doesn't prove that it was me.
Yes,
It could have
does.
been, someone else, right?
Like who? Junkar?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it couldn't have been any of us.
We were in the gym tearing you apart.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her. Uh-oh, no snappy comeback. Did I score a bullseye?
No, you didn't, you sucker.
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
What is my emotional support detective talking about, Bex? She gonna take her hair off?
Your hands!
Yep.
Awful, isn't it? It happened
No.
when I was first learning to be a detective.
Yeah.
I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me. My scars should suffice as proof.
Yep.
Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No.
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has
Yep.
been made clear.
I'm gonna start training the spearing. Okay, so now I have a spear in my mouth.
There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
Am I understandable if I do that? Oh, it said, "Hey, Chad, I have a spoon in my mouth now, and I'm here to solve a murder." What does it sound like? What if Makoto attack himself? What this is me?
This is just awful.
Yeah. I know what your face is already when I hear me.
On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours.
No scars, but not that bad.
Sorry. Did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Everyone stick your middle fingers up to the camera in 3, 2, 1.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet.
He does realize that circles don't have corners, right? Does he realize that circles don't have
Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's
corners? Are
true.
there?
All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I
Do we?
promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
Yeah.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? But
Yep.
the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
Then she was being stored somewhere?
But to hide a body here,
Oh, I
to
know
just
this
store
one.
it somewhere?
I know this one, chat. The kitchen. Next, should I click the pool, the biolab, or the kitchen?
The biolab?
Good
I
job,
got
you're
it.
a smart person.
Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
The biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
Yep.
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body, and it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
And that's straight. I mean gay, I mean... Damn morgue.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
You do? I don't know. Let me ask my consultant. It's gonna be... It's gonna be... Oh, top.
I got it! What makes
Take
me so
this.
sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is... the tarp that we found in the garden.
Apparently I'm about to have a stand
When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
What's that meant to mean, Bakia? What have you sent me? Good luck, Sean, for the final battle. Accurate.
This proves that
That's
the
how I
tarp
feel knowing
originally
that
came from the
Good old
biolab.
watch my videos. Yep.
In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden,
My emotional
they
support
must
is
have grabbed a
memes.
tarp to wrap it in.
Yes.
My backup is memes.
Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
Wow, you made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
But that's just a wild guess.
Oh, is it?
It's about a specific person.
Is it Bayakaya?
Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened.
Careful, I will decode him.
Okay.
But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous.
Hello, AWE. How are you today? Or tonight? Or yesterday? Or tomorrow? That made sense. Probably. No, I am not mocking you. I am just trying to figure out how to pronounce your name. We're just gonna call it.
Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't have spoilers for this chapter. I thought what happened last time was events from this chapter, but I was
You
wrong.
talking about unmasking the mastermind?
Of course, my sweet.
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
Hmm? An inconsistency in the biolab.
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Oh my god,
Such a
he's singing.
child. Oh well, just ignore him.
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
What one thing?
What one thing?
What do you think I'm talking about?
Thing.
Your family.
My family!
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message.
Man, I kind of did, actually.
So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
No.
Why are you bringing that up
Yeah.
now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family?
Makoto, you deserve this, bruh.
He got his name won in a raffle.
Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Yeah, probably not, but I don't care.
Stop talking about that!
Okay, apparently I do care.
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yeah, well, it's working. So, butterflies. The end is now. Yep.
Monokuma hit a nerve.
Yep. Oh, I'm about to fight Monokuma?
Are you sure about this? What are you even talking about? Are you sure about this? What are you even talking about? Rawr! What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? What are you even talking about? I'm not
Take his
listening!
ass.
Proof! Are you sure about this? I'm not listening!
It's not working.
This should prove it.
No, I was clicking the wrong thing.
The inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is the lights.
The lights. Oh, I'm blinded by the lights.
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Oh, I think you know very well what about the lights.
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there.
A fridge.
That's where everyone who's died is stored.
Oh my.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
The blue light.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
A body.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in. And there were only 9.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
Reed just sent me something about people eating sexy soup, and I don't understand. That should be 10.
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
I have way too much confidence in myself.
Suspicious? Why?
That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far,
Yeah.
and it should become clear.
Maya's now. Junker. Leon. Shihiro. Mondo. Taka. Himifu. Celeste. Sakurai. Makura.
So 10 people in all?
Yeah.
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
Yeah, I forgot Sakura was dead.
Oh my god.
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
Wrong.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And
Yeah.
yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
I got it! What about if the same person was killed twice?
What?
Huh? Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far, but one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered and
What?
murdered again?
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Huh?
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course. Before
Yeah.
she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
Yep.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
Nothing's gonna become obvious because Kyoko's totally delusional.
Is she? I don't think Miguel's delusional. Bex, are you ready for the plot twist of the century?
Sure.
Wait, what?
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono?
I was.
Junko Enoshima?
Yes.
Leon Kuwata? Chihiro Fujisaki? Mondo Owada? Kiyotaka Ishimaru, Hifumi Yamada, Celestia Lu, whatever. Or maybe Sakura Ogami. No, no, no. There's no way anyone.
No, that's wrong. Junko.
Are we gonna give any context, Naegi? Or are we just gonna say Junko?
Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
Yeah.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
Then the similarities match?
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up.
Yeah.
That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
Yes.
so let me see if I have this straight.
No, you have it very gay. For me.
Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears.
Oh, because it's the type of strawberry milk.
Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
Yes.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
Yeah.
Then, it's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person?
Well,
Wait,
not exactly.
What does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9.
9.
Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Who knows?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive.
No.
She took Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died.
We're gonna find out.
So Mukuro. Total silence. Then I must be.
Can we, Makoto? I don't think so.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
No, that's wrong.
That was quick.
No, the body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records.
I love arguing and warm.
Right, Kyoko?
She
Yeah.
was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32.
Why?
Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
Good job.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
Yep.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
Well. It's me! Hey guys, what do you think would happen if I were to select myself? Yeah, chat. So, anyone who has been here from the beginning will know here it is. Because I was constantly saying, I know what you are.
Here's my answer. Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
Not a point, Naegi.
Are you sure about that?
Huh?
Yes.
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation. But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes. If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade.
Yep.
But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
True.
She was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
But she came back to life. She's like that.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must
It's a little
be
bit absurd.
wrong.
Then
No.
you're withdrawing your previous statement?
I know you gave it your best shot, but
No.
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
oh,
You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
No, of course
traditional
not.
support
There's no way I'd give up that easy.
perspective.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way?
With you and Kyoko.
Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
Oh, but they can be, my dear sweet hero.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
How could she have survived, Bex?
What?
How could she? How could she? Oh. How much do you like Hangman, Bex?
I do. I really love Hangman.
So does Makoto, apparently. Bring back the D. Oh wait, no one to see. Okay, we can bring back the D now.
Now I understand.
Look at Hangman Bex.
That's it.
Play some
What if she
Hangman.
switched places
I
with
just beat
someone else?
Hangman.
Switched places?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
I think the word is replace.
Yeah.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I
got
don't
it,
know
Naegi.
anything about this switching places thing, but that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
No.
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that?
At the beginning.
Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
Don't be absurd.
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that. So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
I got it! The two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
Nagi gets head pads from Bucky. That's just a random headcanon I have. Don't ask.
From the beginning?
That is so real.
Yep.
Yes, from the moment we first met.
What? What's up?
Look at what I just sent you. It's literally me.
Yeah.
I just started streaming it and I thought, oh, this is dumb. Me a week later, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
If that's when they switched,
I can send you a link to the abridged version
then
of the
they
anime
wouldn't have had
later
to
if you
switch
want.
at the moment of death, right?
Yeah, but it got discontinued, so it's only the first 6 episodes with Makoto. And there's a
After
separate
all,
grid with
the one we
rest of
saw
it.
at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Yeah.
Hold on. So, you're saying the Junko we first met was actually Mukuro all along?
Yep.
Then we'd already met her?
I had like a normal conversation with her.
I love Hina's just horrified.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was.
Yeah.
So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference.
Yep.
That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
You get that right, Turgany.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that. If she did,
Yeah.
it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body.
And they belong to Junko.
They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
Are you hearing this, Bex?
Yes.
The evil.
But
Beauty
if
queens
she
are
really did
evil.
use foundation,
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
What? The door! I sure you just went off.
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
Yeah.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
Yep.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
The plot twist of the century, chat. Despair!
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
Yeah.
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid?
Oh no.
Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
Oh. I don't know. Interview DVD.
I got
Take
it.
this.
While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster,
I don't know, but I can tell you I've been here longer. I'm about to fight him again. Well, chat. I am hurt. No, I already am on a different screen. The heck happened? Yo, it is out of service. Yeah.
you made
know what
sure
you
I
want,
couldn't
okay,
finish
no.
watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
Yep.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke.
It wasn't a fluke. Oh, my second battle against Monokuma.
What? What do you want? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? You're getting all riled up! That's impossible! That's impossible!
This should prove it.
Oh my god, it's having an erection.
The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
It up. Yes.
Uh-oh.
I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we'd gotten.
We did? I mean, yeah, we did.
In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
Your face. Oh, Lamo, I was literally right.
I got it! Junko's face.
Oh my god.
The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face. It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think?
Depending on the one you have, it's the one that he's not in.
And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko. Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face.
We're all confused. We just gotta go with whatever the fuck Naeki's saying.
Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Xanadu!
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched place.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko,
You believe us, right, Byakuya? considering you're the only other useful person here.
Is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Despair.
Xanadu times 2!
No, he does actually help in the trials when people have died. Oh, well, he has. He has stopped being so useful recently. But in the early days, he was a little bit helpful.
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
Yep.
No, wait, hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's
I'm
no
not.
more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything, right now.
It's closing aesthetic. Yeah. Well, that's how I do that. I'm currently in probably the hardest segment of the trials. No, it's not. Well, considering I have a guide which just says what you said is wrong. Yeah, well, remember that you have stream delay and I'm probably ahead of you? Well, Bex, I guess we're just gonna have to hope that I'm right about this.
Here's exactly what happened. We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko Enoshima, right after we all arrived here.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the real Junko. The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko Enoshima.
Oh my god. Fucking plot
Her
twist.
body was kept in the biolab, which had been converted into a morgue, until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her side.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school. So she put on a mask and then attacked me. After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room. Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place. Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence. She needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder. And the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma.
Junker.
The real Junko Enoshima! That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
I mean, called it.
Yeah, I freaking did. Oh my god, it's gone silent.
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
What's gonna happen?
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Over?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
The secrets. Oh my god. Hello? Ultimate despair. I wasn't speaking to you. I was speaking to her.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear. If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world. We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking.
Because she's British.
Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
Re? Despair runner. What happens if I say yes to Junker in Trigger Happy Havoc? But the world, Bex. The world could be mine. The world. I am the Carter. I'm gonna click at Bex. I'm just kidding. I would never betray my
Oh,
emotional support.
did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
Why is your voice American now?
I don't know. What the hell is happening?
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day.
I was nice. I was explaining something. Then there's no fun. No, but Mama does like to dox me. Oh, the fact that she said my real name the last time I was streaming before this one. This time, maybe. Anyways, I'm trying to win a war here. My parents don't understand the concept of this game at all.
It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Your face.
Huh?
Ugly.
What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
People have lied to you.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
I got it! That's right! It was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover.
Huh?
And you were on it!
Yeah, this isn't that much of a surprise, just the ultimate fashionista.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
Yeah.
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began...
Yeah.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
Yep. Bex, are you following any of this?
Yeah.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro.
Exclamation later.
She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Hi.
Twins?
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it.
And here I thought they were dating.
What?
So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship.
And here I thought they were dating.
The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Yeah.
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima! And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
Why does she sound like a DJ now?
Whoa! She's a totally different person now!
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell! I even get fucking bored with myself! But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Ugh! That again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit?
Yeah,
Maybe
she
it's
swears
new
a
to
lot.
your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over? Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
Why do you sound like this now?
If she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if!
Well, I suppose I'd better explain. For my
Please do.
plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes.
Okay,
The so-called
why does she sound like this
mastermind
now?
had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But
Yep.
after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family, leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the three atrocities: atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive.
So you're?
It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her. To meet everyone's expectations.
That can't.
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know? If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring.
Why does she sound like this now?
So, I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
Oh. Don't know what's going on anymore. All I can tell is that I'm winning.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal, just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
So, you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? She's a
I
crazy
sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar?
Well, I am hot. No, not exactly.
Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We
Huh?
were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope, I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair.
Okay, so what I hear, she needs therapy.
So that's why for us, it's It's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything.
Why is she making those weird voices?
We've
I don't
always been
know.
filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
She like Ayano Aishi, she doesn't feel anything.
I don't know. Well, she does feel something. Despair. Pay attention.
So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it?
That's not true at all. We were twins. How could I not be sad? That's why it gets me so excited.
Huh?
What?
Killing my precious sister with my own 2 hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that.
Okay.
Super, 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 super despair.
He needs help.
It just
Urgently,
feels
chat.
so good.
What the
Okay.
hell is wrong with you?
And my
That's what I
sister,
wanna know.
too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
What?
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts.
You're
You called it for
saying
me
I
and so
don't
I
compare
appeared.
to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No. I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
For once, I'm on his side.
Master's way more perfect. Cause on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
I cannot believe that I am agreeing with Turco.
Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
She says master.
Oh, Bayakia.
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you noticed this, but it's kind of a thing. It's just a sin. Don't worry about it.
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow!
She has a monocular plushie?
You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer, so how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating.
Damn straight!
Oh, I got it.
That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries. And then, we'll have our victory!
And I know, sir, because I'm fucking Niagara. Careful, what?
I can't wait!
All right, then let's just
Isn't that
get
right,
straight to the
Dakota?
point. What memories did you steal from us?
When the
I'm not gonna answer
group
that.
pictures were taken, and those interviews, it must mean I got it. It must have something to do with our entrance exams.
God damn it, Turco.
No fair! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
Yes.
I got it! You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners.
Good.
So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
A theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
Love triangles.
I got it! The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Am I winning?
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your friends.
She says your family, not friends, but good enough.
For example, your family.
I like how her audio files casually get misplaced.
I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it!
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay! Time for the next question! So, what was the theme for the second motive?
I got it! It was
We're in the
our
end game.
past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was... embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah! And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
Yep.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question.
Can I hear
So,
your voice
what
again?
was the motive for the third murder?
Yeah, I think she likes his voice.
I got it! It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again!
Jesus Christ. Makoto was
Goddamn
Gip's
straight
pet.
it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go. Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
Yes, but first, I'm gonna go see how many non-stop debates we have left. Alright, 3. Bex. We're approaching the end. Are you ready? For the final stretch. You're meant to be my emotional support here. You're meant to be the ready one. Yes. Bring in the, bring the calorie. What memes? Same difference. Bring me celery. Betrayal.
I got it! In her case, it was betrayal.
Precisely. You see, once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards.
And 4 stricken people killing the wrong girl. Hey Bex, remember how, like,
Anyway,
Hiro,
it looks like you
Hina, and
answered all of
Tucker
my
all killed
questions
Sakurai,
correctly.
but it ended up as
How
suicide.
painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
There is no point. I think that's the point, that there is no point.
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal? These are all
Yep.
pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world.
We'll see.
In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth.
8.8 billion.
They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of
Yeah.
despair?
You think Junker has bipolar or something? Or is she just like this?
Hey, maybe she's related to
Just as
I don't think
water,
that's how that
air, and
works.
food promote growth in living things, and that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope.
Then I must be your life source.
Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
I have hope.
How much longer is this
Despair.
stupid speech of yours? Weren't we discussing
Get
our
him,
missing memories?
TRD.
Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories.
Why will I
What
ban
I'm
it?
trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking
Sure.
away someone's memories give them hope?
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we
What?
took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
What?
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Correctamundo!
Oh, hey, I know Mundo. That
Which
guy's
means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
dead. Yep.
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
A most troubling thought, isn't it?
Yes.
But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair.
That's not a meme, that's just you.
I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow.
Can you take that herp and shove it up your ass, please? I mean, that despair. I know what I meant.
So, just like Crazy Yeti slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
Who the hell is
Huh?
Eddie?
Really?
Then hurry up and tell us.
Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there?
Not really, no.
I wanna see too. See your faces sink into despair. Now then, open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the school walls! This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
Oh, this is about to be big. Huh? Huh? It's an apocalypse.
What the?
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense!
What am I looking at?
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it. That world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you.
Wait, the memories which were taken from us. Hey, Turker. Go see some blood real quick. I've got an idea. A secret weapon, perhaps.
If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, because it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, because now it's time for the final class trial!
Well, oh, because if she does that, she'll pass out and become Genocide Jill. And her and Turco don't exactly share memories, so... Oh my god. Let's go.
Come on, bitches! Remember or die! What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing!
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
If nobody can remember anything, this is the end for all of us. What other choice do we have?
Oh, I missed where I was meant to shoot her.
Come on, bitches! Remember or die!
Turco's not the
fuck happened
personality. She
outside?
does actually have
You
bipolar.
want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy confusing video you showed us,
Yeah,
I don't understand a damn thing!
Jill was
What's
taught
the
to be a
meaning of
boy
the
by
footage we
police,
saw?
by
Is this
the
another
media,
one of
so
your
they started
practical
calling
jokes?
her Jack, but she's
I mean,
actually a girl.
You're telling us
And
to
she
remember,
said to call her
but
Genocide
what
Jill.
am I supposed to be remembering?
If nobody...
Take this.
No, that's wrong. Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
The other Toko. Genocide Jack.
What?
I fucking.
The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see.
Dare you tell Makoto to shut up?
Their memories are separate. Then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her?
Surprisingly, yes.
No! Absolutely not!
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
Dun, da, da, da! It's
I
me,
love
your
how
friendly
early it took
neighborhood serial
Bayaki to say
killer.
like 3 words. And apparently, yes, she's pretty friendly.
Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet
She's a serial
you.
killer.
Nice to meet you too.
Oh, damn it, girl. Help us.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen!
Aye, aye. Roger, you got it, Captain.
I don't know what's going on.
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but... Of course it does!
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do!
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier?
I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know.
Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
The tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
Jesus Christ.
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening. But it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
We already established that.
Why is that phrase coming up now?
Cause it's all because of that event. What is? Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
And I'll save it. Because I am luck.
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it.
Oh my god.
I guess you
Seriously
could say
went
what
pale?
happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. And as a result, in basically no time flat, the world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! To die! This is the true tragedy!
She needs help.
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
Oh my god.
How can the world just end? It's the world!
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic.
What has ended?
Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. So the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous, I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Tagami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What? What did you say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait.
Want the bait? What?
You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
I'm struck what?
So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
Well, I'm not sure it's giving me much of an option here, because it's just the Tagami family fell, the Tagami family fell, the Tagami family fell. But we're gonna go with the middle one.
Correct. Well done, peasant.
But I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it. Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
Yeah.
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
Yes.
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
You're kinda bad for the dude.
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Tagami name has perished.
Well, I mean, there's still one left.
Stop with these idiotic jokes!
Stop? And said with such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine punishment?
What are you, some horrible attempt at a Greek god?
Does that mean he's an orphan now?
Yeah. Yeah, he is an orphan now.
You must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
I think they're like 16. All I know is that Hero's 21.
They couldn't possibly be gone. The Togami family is destined to guide the world.
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago.
Hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
Huh? I don't make sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago. I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago. If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Mistaken?
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
Pardon? What were you saying?
I said false memories?
A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Huh?
Wait, what?
2 years ago?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
Wait, what?
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I understand why
Question.
you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth.
1 year ago, now it's 2 years ago?
No, the tragedy happened 1 year ago, but we got here 2 years ago.
And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God.
Maybe. Now we may as well give ourselves up to God. Gladly.
So,
I fucked
you
God
must
once.
surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right?
Oh, don't want me a part of the.
What are the memories I took from you?
Come now, answer us. Answer with all your heart and soul.
How are we supposed to answer?
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
I got it.
I got it!
Pink.
If we accept that what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years. After
Nope.
Yep.
Nope. Nope. No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Hero.
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
I am no peasant. You may be despair, and I may not be hope. But luck is, I don't know. The slayer of fear? Spare a slave to fear, which is slain by luck and hope.
Seriously? This routine again?
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
That's
Yeah.
right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that
Yep.
entire period of time is precisely what you
Remember the last 2 years of my life?
Correct.
It's not possible!
It's perfectly possible. Makoto and Kayoko have canonically fucked. There's a headcanon for you. Makoto and Kayoko. What? They're both adults. What? The fact that I ship Makoto and Kayoko?
I know, but still, please never say that again.
Why can't I say that I ship them?
No, not that you ship them. Please don't say that.
Ina and Sakurai were dating.
Okay, well that's pretty much kind of established.
Byakuya has no idea what's ever going on, but he just makes it look like he does. Oh. Make your argument.
Two years worth of memories. I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single...
No, that's wrong. Hiro, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why's my name written on it?
Because you're short.
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
I have.
Wuzza, is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that. What the? This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt!
What's going on, Bex? Who's gonna be the one to write them all?
But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing!
Are you following?
Or maybe you have, you just forgot.
Yeah. Have you been paying attention? This whole thing is to do with them losing their memories.
No way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak. But somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
I already gave it
And
to her.
whose pocketbook is that?
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hiro, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
Yes.
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
We have another choice. To all gang up and kill you right now.
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery's solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here! Shit, man! I've never been to a funeral! Hell yes!
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on?
What's 365 plus 365?
Hold on, let me do it. Let me do the... You know what? Screw it, I'm gonna do it in my notebook.
How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships,
Gotcha.
right? And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down. You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game.
What's much of a choice?
And there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind. I'm bored. Explaining stuff is boring.
What?
We are bored of this world!
165, right?
Yep.
Wait just a minute.
Yeah, I'm starting to convince that girl has multiple people in one body.
Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking fucking boring!
We lost 730 moments of blossoming leaf. For your information. In Ashamia.
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves! I'm sick of expositioning all this shit!
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
I got it! The moment I lost my memories. I can't think of any time other than that day. When I first came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall, when I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh?
Of course I do. Because someone has to.
So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right?
Yes, you weird cat-sounding thing.
And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that?
Yep.
I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk. I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
You got it, honey! 2 years of memories? Poof! Gone! Which means, of course...
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time.
Huh. Interesting.
Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, but
by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school.
Yep.
That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years
What?
together, and then you started killing each other.
You should go to sleep.
And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated.
Fair enough. Well, I
What
probably
a
wouldn't play
terribly
Fortnite with you
tragic
tonight, but I'll
tale.
play it with you
Even if you
tomorrow
left
since we're gonna be
now,
at school.
there's nothing you could do to fix it.
I won't play Fortnite with you tonight, but since you're not going to school tomorrow, I'll play it with you tomorrow. The fact that I am busy? Can you not see? Do you not see the despair in front of us?
You're the one who set things up to be like this!
I love you all so much.
The feeling's not mutual. I hate you.
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
only natural that I would fall in love.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it.
Okay.
All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
Yeah.
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay? Back
Okay.
to when everyone first came to this school. School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst. Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
Okay.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy.
What was tragedy?
All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception.
Yeah.
The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just
Okay.
you and Mukuro.
Yeah. Oh, I love that OST.
Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing.
Yeah.
Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon.
No, it's not. Oh my god, I gotta scroll all the way back down.
Everyone is capable of it.
I'm not.
And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
Almost the entire world.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
It's me against the world. And also I have an emotional support detective on my side.
I just don't understand why.
Why? Actually, I've been here for 1 hour and 56 minutes.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Yeah, good enough.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors.
Were we
The
really?
members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And then something super neat happened. Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once. So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter. That's right. It was transformed into a shelter.
Like for dogs?
I said it twice.
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison. Do
I
any
didn't
of
saw
you
that
know
that
who
way.
that might have been?
Kyoko's father?
I got it! It could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy.
Yep.
He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us.
But he failed.
To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. That's why he
there
asked
was an
us to
entire
make
plot
that
point
promise.
you weren't there for that.
To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
Yep.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope,
You can.
that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake.
You should have gone to an island.
It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair.
I escaped despair once, and I'll do it again.
I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits. Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped our...
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
Okay, yeah, we get it. Shut up.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
You only let us live so we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
Well, you forgot one speck of hope. His name is Makoto, faded somehow. Nayeki.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why I...
Well, why don't you tell me?
Hangman's Gambit. Called it. I. Oh, I just realized what orange means.
Now I understand.
Mix?
You're talking about
Thank
you
you for the
hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
Any despair left turns to hope. Did you hear me, bitch? Any despair left turns to hope in the end.
Isn't the power of television just amazing?
Believe me, I agree. Because the downfall of despair gets broadcasted.
By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Yeah, that checks out, doesn't it, Bex? Bex, we're about to enter the final battle. Are you even paying attention? God damn it.
Are you serious?
Well, come back here for the final battle.
But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
Yeah, I think you did something a little bit more extreme than expel.
You expelled them?
I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
Makoto just swore backs. Hello? Okay, guess I'm on my own.
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies.
Why are you eating at 2 a.m.?
I'm eating macaroni and cheese at 2 a.m. What, you don't eat macaroni and cheese at 2 a.m.?
No?
I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
I'm Makoto and I just swore and I'll do it again.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right?
No,
So,
because when I tried to
does it
tell
make
you,
you
you
feel
weren't paying
utterly
attention.
lost and hopeless?
And now you're just gonna have to scan through the VOD.
You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Oh, right, stream delay. And I'm making that my iPad cover.
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we
Of course you did.
then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
Go execute yourself, Junko.
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too. Like right fucking now.
Oh, really?
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we've been murdering each other for nothing?
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
Even Bucky here can't hide his fear.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
Oh my god. The serial killer?
We get it! We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already! So help us! I'll do anything! Just help me!
Here we go.
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
Maybe that's because you're an asshole?
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself. So I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know what a Scrooge or a cat is, but yeah.
If so, what then?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself?
No, she cannot.
Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all goners for sure. Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you. For the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them!
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
No, that's wrong.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple! You stole our memories, invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner! It's all your fault!
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did ya? Oh, and also, since this'll be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
What?
Of course you did.
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me and punish everyone on the side of Hope.
Wait, but if she...
Even if it's just one person?
She's just gonna vote.
Oh, but
You
don't
vote.
worry. I won't be voting, of course.
Okay.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this.
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
You mean
Alright.
we just...
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to the outside world.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
Oh, you would like me to be dead within a day, wouldn't you?
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an inspiration bomb! Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all! So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment!
What? You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down!
It'll be me.
Makoto, you're up!
Me?
Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished?
Yes, I am. Wait, am I about to go
Don't you have faith in your friends?
Of course I don't.
That's not it!
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
Guys?
It's so beautiful. Your lovely
Even
faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Kyoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Kyoko!
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
Bex, I think I'm about to get feral.
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair! We're not gonna lose to you!
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope.
And your stupid life.
Oh. Yep, it's time to get feral, chat. I gotta absorb her.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die,
Yep.
that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Take that!
Don't lose hope now!
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place. But to live means moving forward, right? So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we? I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me.
Feral time.
So that's why, no matter what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Hina?
Don't lose hope now!
I've been thinking about all this. And I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do?
Even in the end, Sakura
You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm. That sounds like something she'd say, right? No. I think that's definitely what she'd say. Which is why Yeah! I've made up my mind!
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Meh.
Don't lose hope now!
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting. Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school. Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it. Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Say whatever you want.
It's so
I've made my
stressful.
decision.
If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt.
Yep.
In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
I can keep on living as long as I have my master's love.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
Don't lose hope now.
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you? Ridiculous. It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair. But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you. I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the Mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive.
Yes.
So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
Can you
that
hear
would be the
that?
end of Hope's Peak
The sound
Academy.
of hope.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Say whatever you want. I've made my
Yeah, my
decision.
decision.
If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I
like that.
die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
It doesn't
I
matter.
can keep on living as long as I have my master's love.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
Yeah.
I already said I would claim the Mastermind's life, by whatever means necessary.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Don't lose hope now.
It is for sound of hope.
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that.
Yep.
Just because we don't actually know anything, does that mean we can't understand? Could it
Yeah.
be that... No, never mind.
Never mind what. Bex, you there?
Yeah, I'm just intrigued.
So am
So,
I.
Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely.
Huh?
You came here to bring down the ultimate despair. You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope.
Help.
What do you think?
Oh, now this is interesting.
What the hell are you?
The ultimate hope has been added to the bullet section of your handbook.
So uncool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool, so unhip. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Lame, 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 lame!
Oh, here we fucking go.
You suck! So uncool! You dare to stand against us?
Yes.
hope is a joke. Who are you?
Yep.
Your idiocy ends here.
Does it?
You're gross. Suffer from despair.
I just love despair!
You suck. So uncool.
You're unbearable!
Despair into
Hope keeps on going.
Yeah.
I refuse to give up. I refuse to get bored. I refuse to throw it all away.
Fine.
I refuse to despair. Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
What's
And the
going
scale.
on? What's happening?
Oh, Bex.
What?
That was a long one. $99 medals.
It looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Good. I'm ready to go.
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing with our own hands.
Wow. This has been eventful.
The hell?
Indeed.
I lost?
God.
Well, that's just...
Yep.
What the heck?
Well, that's just... totally the best!
Heh.
So this is despair. And now true despair.
Oh my god.
And now true despair. Huh?
This is
Anyway.
Totally the best!
Not possible. Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, it's Houston.
Hey.
Everyone?
However,
No. There's one last thing.
Yes.
It's fine, it's fine.
Yeah, oh my god.
it can't be.
Yep.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! How many times do I have to tell you? Don't get in my way!
Okay. Oh, that is just actually how she lost. It wasn't just for one camera.
So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful. Even a tenth of this
You are a
despair.
creep.
Even 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth. Okay, let's do this. I've reserved an extra
Yep,
special
she
punishment for
does.
last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
How is Manikirma dragging her away? How is Manikirma there? What? Is that just all of the punishments together? Oh my god. It is. She is way too happy about this. Is she dead yet? Wow.
Dear God.
Hmm.
What did I just see?
Oh, the ultimate death. But there's more. Hmm.
Hey. Makoto.
Okay.
So,
Let's hope so.
Indeed.
If, on the other hand,
I will force you out.
In other words,
But
Wait, who's the tallest there? I can't tell. Is it Byakuya or is it?
I'm pretty sure it
Hero?
would be Hero, considering he's the oldest.
it's true.
Age has nothing to do with height.
Well, I'm older than you, but I'm also taller than you, so...
Yes.
My beautiful scissors!
Okay. Oh.
Ah.
Okay.
That's enough.
Anyway,
but
for serious.
I don't think so.
Here for pretty much the whole thing for once.
Yeah. Are we gonna open the door, or...?
in other words,
No.
Oh yeah, your stream delay, I'm
Am I
already
wrong?
way past that bit. Yeah.
You got it!
Hey.
Okay.
Right.
Could it be... How about that?
Alright.
Whoa!
Makoto.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura. But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
You know how much I hate being annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing. I might be able to pull it off.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still. It does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
Why is she so obsessed with Sakura?
Having there. Just let them have the moment. Yeah. Yep.
Togami, you're a prick, but I love you.
Yeah. It's opening. Or it's gonna shoot us, one of the two. Oh, I'm blinded by the lights. Is the sun exploding? Are we being disintegrated right now? Is that how it ends? Yes. Oh my god. Well.
That is actually really... That is actually really blinding, oh god.
Yep. It's over. So, what did you think?
Beautiful.
The think at the beginning you told me you're still playing this shit ass game for you to be there at the end. Character development. Oh, the gay people are on screen.
Well, now what?
I don't know. I'm gonna wait to see if there's an end credits, I guess.
Post-credit scene, maybe?
Yep. I so imagine this part of the VOD is gonna get muted audio. The Japanese are coming for me. I'm gonna Google if there is, so I know if I'm just wasting my time or not.
died.
Yeah. Especially Chihiro. Alright, I just googled it, and yes, we will be getting an end credit scene, so we're just gonna have to wait for a bit. So.
To think I hated this game at the beginning, and now here I am.
Yep.
Simping for two of the characters. Who was the goofiest person in this entire game?
Hero.
Why?
Because he was just being stupid and goofy at all times.
I guess while we're still going through the credits, why don't you tell me more of your silly little headcanons?
Byakuya, Makoto, and Kyoto all fricked at once.
I'm sorry, what?
Now this smells like chicken.
What?
The friend who got me into this game series just DM'd me and said, junk food's defeat.
Give me more headcanons, I want to...
I will, but I think we're about to get that post-end credit scene.
Spike Chunsoft.
Yep. Oh my god. Huh?
Monokuma?
You're kidding me?
Interesting. Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma, and I am this school's headmaster.
The fuck? You received the Easter egg present.
I'm so confused right now.
What happens if I suck to continue? Alright.
School mode? What's school mode?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Alright, I guess we gotta click Dengran Academy? Yeah.
It said this was kind of like a what if thing.
Alright. This is just the beginning of the game. thought this was
Is
just...
anything different?
Doesn't seem to be.
Hey,
This is different.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
The text boxes are different too.
Yeah.
Hey, come on.
Well... And...
Indeed.
You hear me?
Nah. I'm so confused.
Hey there! Howdy! Hello!
Okay. I really don't care for this.
Is this if nobody died?
And
I
I'm
don't
nice.
know. I don't know
Listen
what's
up!
going on.
So,
Why is that? Unbelievable. This is kind of depressing.
Eh? Okay.
This is the beginning of the game, right? The same thing?
Yeah, it is mostly the same thing. Alright,
Come on.
Alright. Alright. Alright.
You! Got it!
Alright.
Uh-huh.
Are you okay with this?
Hey.
Um,
Huh?
I thought God was yelling.
In other
What in there?
words,
Hey, you back. Hey,
what?
Alright.
Barry!
Hey, come on.
Come!
oh,
I don't care about this.
Nah! I can't wait!
What?
Oh wait, he just while I was
Come
doing
on.
dialogue.
Uh-huh. If you please.
Do some Google.
Alright. Oh.
Just hold
He
on.
just said he added some
You
extra
guys!
bonus content.
well...
No way.
Hey! Hey!
Okay, so this is pretty much just the exact same thing.
Oh,
Hey!
it's just the same game?
let's...
Who? Too bad!
With a couple extra free
Stop.
time
You.
things.
Hey, you bastard.
Hey! Hey! Are
Okay, well,
you
can you hurry
sure?
up and give me one of those?
You!
You can just turn it off.
Just a second. What the heck?
No, I can't. I cannot exit to the main menu. Which is where I would like to be. Okay, I'm just brute forcing it at this point. Alright. So,
So anyway, that was pretty interesting.
yeah. Well. You want to do Vianas?
Me?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
End the stream. favorite words. Tell me you don't believe in outros, Bex.
I want to do it, I just want to know what I'm supposed to say.
You meant to say I don't believe in outros, because that's literally my outro.
Okay. Let me just wait for it to... Okay.
Oh, wait.
I do not believe in outros.